I'm not, I guess I can't call this advice because I'm not a doctor. And you should always talk to a doctor. But do you know what I read today? Something very interesting, Mia. I was doing my usual perusing of medical journals, and I read a take from a doctor that I think might be some really good news to a lot of people in our audience. This doctor, among many others, believes, this is him, not me, that if you, at the end of the day, when you've had a long day from work, decide you want to come home and have a beer at 6 o'clock, or decide you even want to, God forbid, light up a cigarette, one cigarette, that if that's what it takes for you to de-stress from a long day and take the edge off, that one cigarette or that one beer is a net positive on your health. That if the stress reduction from having a beer or having a smoke in extreme moderation is actually good for you. They even went as far to say that if you've got 3 or 4 nights a year where you want to go out and get blitzed with your friends, that's actually a net positive on your health. Because if you're not constantly consuming large volumes of alcohol, then you're not doing any serious damage to your liver long term, right? But the stress control and the benefits you get from social interactions with your friends are a net positive and will make you live longer. Talk to your doctors. I'm not an expert. I'm just passing on the information I have. It becomes a problem when one cigarette turns into a pack a day, the same way it becomes a problem when one beer becomes a 6-pack a day. So, of course, do everything in moderation and do it responsibly. But all I'm saying is if you got to have a beer at the end of the day or a couple beers on a Friday night, or maybe you've had enough and you light up 1 or 2 cigarettes a day, maybe you just don't need to feel all that guilty about it. Because it's not hurting you. It might actually even be helping you a little bit more than it's hurting you. What do you think about that?